1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Superstar PartyPlex. I'm MJ, and I'll be playing Harlequinette today, and I am joined by.
Hi, I'm Doll, and I'm gonna be playing Jackie.
I guess we should forewarn our dear listeners, if anyone listens to this in the future, Doll's on different Wi Fi and has a slight delay. If we make an edited version of this game, we'll probably fix the pauses, but, raw audio wise, you're just gonna have to live with that. Anyway. Uh, how's Jackie doing?
Jackie, I think today feeling pretty good. She's the kids have been as well behaved as toon children can be, and nobody's really come to bother her with any issues or anything. So I think she has decided now is a great time to go talk to her best friend, maybe more, Harlequinette.
Go talk to her situationship.
Yeah.
Yes, well, she'll find Harley Quinette in their box in the prize corner. Probably just I feel like they're deep in it, like in the box, fully like lid shut, but you can hear the sounds of rummaging. Like I feel like they have like a little like trap door in there, so like there's an under trough where they keep like presents, so it looks like they magically. Of course, they have a hammer space. Maybe they just. I don't know. I still like the idea of there being a slight like trap door to the box where they keep extra stuff.
Consider. The box both acts as a hammer space and has the trap door, whichever is funniest at the moment.
Yeah, sure, we can go with that. I'm just thinking like trapdoor to like a secret compartment, not like a whole entire other room. Though it would be fun if it could somehow like had a vent or something that connects to their main little like back storage area, but I don't know how that would work. Of course, Nova could probably make it happen.
They're- They are tunes. It's tune logic. It can just happen.
It can just happen. Yeah, let's just say there's a vent like in the trapdoor area of their prize box that somehow magically leads like down, sideways, up, and around to their little back room there.
Yes. Anyway, I think Jackie is going to walk on over to the box, and then she's gonna knock on it with that, the classic knock that shows up in tune stuff. Like, I
Shaven,
think it's called
haircut.
shave and a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna knock like that.
The rummaging will stop and I think the box will do the and then like boing, it opens up and it's Harley Quinette.
Yeah.
I think it takes them a
If
second.
they pop out Jack in the Box style, if they pop out Jack in the Box style, Jackie immediately catches them in a hug to surprise them.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it takes them a second to like register who's there because they have to like look. But yeah, no, with the sneak attack hug they immediately know who it is. Oh, Jackie!
Hi.
It's good to see you. I wasn't expecting a visitor today, other than all the thousands of guests we probably see in a day.
Yeah, well, I felt like seeing you. So here I am.
And how lovely it is! Are things going well in the daycare today?
The children were well behaved. Shocking.
Yeah, like Harley Quinn mime surprise, like uh, shocked gasp. Well, if they keep that up, you'll have a lot of less work to do, I guess.
I'd have more time to come visit you and the others.
Yeah. You wanted to roll insight?
Yeah. Like, give me a second. I need to grab my dice. They were not right next to me.
Oh no.
Apologies.
One must imagine dull Naruto running to
Okay.
retrieve dice.
More like doll flopping around cartoonishly trying to grab them.
Flopping around like
Okay, so insight. E. I got an 11.
an 11. Hmm. I gotta say, thanks to the power of gay, you kind of pick up on the fact that Harlequinette is quite excited by the idea that maybe Jackie would have more free time to visit.
Oh, yeah. I think Jackie's pupil gets slightly bigger at that. Just oh, that's
Oh.
so cute. Oh,
It's like it's like they have all night to hang out with each other, but visits during the day feel extra special, you know?
yeah. It really does.
Anyway, uh, Harley Quinn gets out of their box, kind of looks around the prize corner, looks to Jackie and goes, "Well, would you like to do anything?"
Mm. She blinks and she's just like, "Do you want to do anything?"
Well, I was thinking of maybe reorganizing, like they gesture to like a giant like display, like a plushy pyramid, with lights and sparkles and confetti streamer sort of things, and a buy now sign, multiple buy now signs. Uh, and they gesture at that and go, "I was thinking of redoing that a bit.
Ooh. Do you want help?
If you want to help." I am an expert at doing plushie displays, but it would be nice to have a helping hand and maybe some additional input.
Yeah, Jackie beams. She loves organizing things and making them pretty. That is a shared thing between these two.
It kind of only just now occurred to me how much of that is actually a shared trait. I'm always like describing Harley Quinette as cleaning up the prize corner. Jackie's always cleaning up the daycare. The security clowns share the same desire to be security and also have things clean, neat, tidy, organized.
Yeah, it's like if you give them something, they will organize it. This
Someone should just give the clowns enrichment by like I don't know, putting sprinkles on the floor and just being like, "How about it?"
yeah, like or like a giant bag of M&Ms and they do the autism thing of sorting them by color.
I have a feeling like if you really squint at the prize corner, it is like that. It's like all the plushies are multicolored because of the characters they represent, but like there's like if you squint, there's like kind of more like a rainbow throughout the whole thing, like blue over here and red over here and da 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 da
Yeah.
da.
Yeah. I think Jackie has complimented Harlequinette on that multiple times.
Just feeling Harlequinette's desire to make the prize corner look pretty.
But yeah, Jackie definitely would want to help uh reorganize things.
So, I think Harlequinette further explains that, they want this to be like a a good sales booth, and they kind of look at Jack and go, given that you're an expert with dealing with all sorts of kids, maybe you can also help me enhance, the, uh, you know, uh, buying power that this display will have. I mean, like, display make people want to buy things.
Yeah, she nods and she says, "Okay, well, I have some ideas. First of all, biggest plushies in the middle up top, obviously, that's just how it works.
Of course.
But you should put the coolest or softest plushies down at the bottom so that kids can reach them. It might be a little messy with the sticky hands, but it will lead to kids grabbing them, liking how they feel, and then begging the parents to buy them because they like them."
Ooh. Like Harlequinette nods. Actually, I'm gonna roll Hammer's face. Hold on.
I say this because
Oh,
I
they
have
go.
had experiences of being able to cut. I oh no, but yeah, I've had experiences of when I was little being able to reach and grab the really fluffy plushies down at the bottom of stacks and gift shops and going, "Ooh, me once."
Me
So I know
want.
how that feels.
I think Harlequinette is like they're good at putting like large plushies and making like plushy pyramids and everything, but like they try to keep for their fancier displays like the smaller plushies a little bit higher, like keep signs between them and the flocks of children just because Harlequinette doesn't want to have to keep redoing the really fancy displays. Anyway, I was gonna have them
Yeah, but if
pull
you do
out
it
a
like that,
notepad to take notes, but they've gotten a 1 on that, so it's time for a fumble roll. 17. Let's see what that is.
yippee!
They pull out a
Fumbling
single
in front of your
kazoo.
situation shit. I I think Jackie sees them pull out the kazoo and looks at them expectantly. They need to complete the bit. They need to complete the
like,
bit.
like Harley Quinn looks at the kazoo, looks at Jackie, looks at the kazoo, puts the kazoo to their mouth, and it's not blowing out. They like take a long like drag from the kazoo, and then they like pull the kazoo away from their mouth, and then using prestidigitation as they exhale, they play the sound of a kazoo.
She bursts out laughing. It- if this were a dating sim, you would get heart points from that alone. That was great. She loved that.
I stole that from a Vine or TikTok or something.
Nice. Yeah. The love language between clowns is doing bits together.
A family that does bits together stays together.
True.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna try and roll Hammer's face again for that notepad, I guess. Someone remind me. So do I do another D10? But then it's like if it's a 5 or below, it becomes like a fumble. Trying to remember. Someone 5 or under fumble. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, Zen. Okay, 8 this time. So they do successfully pull out the notepad this time, and they write down what Jackie told them, and I think they also start sketching out um potential new layouts.
Mhm. I also do want to say, I think when they were going to grab the notebook, Jackie like snatched the kazoo and now is just holding it in her mouth while Quinn does that.
If you think about it, it's sort of like an indirect kiss.
Jackie's not thinking about it like that. I don't know.
Harlequinette's also probably not thinking about it like that. They're in business mode.
Yeah,
But we can think about it like
they're
that.
in the still. Yeah.
um, brain gone blank with the power of gay. Hold on.
I do want to say this is absolutely the normal level of silliness for them. This is how they always are.
This
Nothing
is
has
how they always.
changed.
Yeah. Nothing has changed. They're still clowns.
Yeah.
I think Harlequinette will show some of their sketches to Jackie. Uh, I wonder how good an artist Harlequinette is. I feel like they're not like that advanced an artist, but they're not like bad. It's just like mid
They
level artist. I don't know.
they're yeah, they're not Kitty drawing level of artists, but they're also not Jackie level drawing
Yeah, they
of
don't draw
artists.
that much. Uh, they like do scribbles of notes
Still,
occasionally, but
still,
most
but
of the time, not
mm,
really drawing.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think as they're showing her the sketches for like her opinion, the way she voices her approval is just the louder she is making kazoo noises at it, the more she likes it.
The kazoo ranking, the and like Harley Quinn seems to understand this immediately. Uh, and I feel like they keep using
Naturally.
prestidigitation to make like kazoo sounds back. So they're basically having a detailed conversation solely in kazoo.
I just want to imagine there are some workers walking by to get to their stations and they just see this and are like, yep, normal Tuesday.
Just another day at the PartyPlex.
Yeah.
The clowns could probably communicate via like interpretive dance if they wanted.
Yeah. They are very good at communicating with each other without words because they speak through bits as they are clowns.
The power of clown. The power of clown
Yeah.
compels you.
I think this would be funny if it applied to Cece too, even if she doesn't do bits as often as them. Like she could also understand the bit language.
She has to understand the bit language to be the straight man.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course, I feel like it would be equally funny if it's sort of like a Harley Quinn and not Harley Quinn and Jackie are doing a bit, and Cece sometimes enters like, "What the fuck are you two talking about?"
And then anyone else who saw this, like, they weren't talking at all. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm thinking, maybe we'll roll for actually like assembling the new, like I think first of all, Harley Quinn invites Jackie to help them tear down the current display, like not break anything, but disassemble it. Uh, Wondering, do we want to roll something to
Yeah,
disassemble? Uh, let's think here.
sure. Uh, Sleight of hand for both.
Sleight of hand, like sure, sleight of hand to disassemble, sleight of hand to reassemble, or maybe performance to reassemble, since it's sort of like it becomes like a display, so
Yeah,
it's sort of supposed to be
true,
compelling.
true, true.
So sleight of hand to disassemble
Yeah.
without making like a
Uh,
huge mess.
well, I got a 21, so I think no matter what Harlequinette does, as long as they don't get a 1, it's fine.
Yeah, 18. So I think the clowns they're like expert. Like I feel like Jackie must be being like extra careful or is using her daycare care skills to good use.
It's like a massive game of Jenga, except they're really good at it.
We should get these clowns on like a Jenga team. Does Jenga do like international competitions? I have no idea. I feel like such a thing would exist in Inkwell.
Such a thing should exist in Inkwell. Competitive Jenga.
Competitive Jenga. Okay, they've successfully disassembled the display. Now it's time for performance on reassembling. And of course, Harlequinette congratulates or not congratulate. What's the word? Like, hold on, my brain's blanking. Admires is close enough. Admires Jackie's skills verbally.
Cute. Uh, I got an unnatural 20 for performance. Thank you, +6 to performance.
Harlequinette got a 19. Would have been also a 20 if that was a +6 instead of a +5. Oh well. Clowns have made
Still, really good rolls.
a 20 and a 19, yeah. So, clowns have made possibly the best display the world has ever seen.
Like there's sparkles coming off it that are not spell done. It's just the bit is so strong.
It's like the tune bit of assembling something so good that it sparkles. Like I think a rainbow manifests over it. Like doves fly out of somewhere. I don't know.
That's how you know you did it right. That's how you know you did it right.
Like Harley Quinn watches the doves fly away.
I can just imagine. Yeah.
I was gonna say Harley Quinn watches
Yeah.
the doves fly away, and it sort of like mumbles like, "We're gonna have to catch those later."
Yeah. Yeah, but right now, and then she holds up a hand for a high five.
Clown high five. Yes, it's the highest five one could give, given they're both freakishly tall.
Yeah. And when their hands hit each other, it's a clown honk instead of a high five sound.
Honk. Well, mission accomplished. I think we now have the best display in the world, and children will want to buy lots and lots of presents and prizes and whatnot. Capitalism win!
The managers are going to be so proud of us, she nods sagely.
This is just MJ giving everyone a reminder that Harlequinette's day job is capitalism.
Yeah. Tis the side effect of being in the capitalism place.
Yeah. And sort of like, but if you think about it, theirs is like the least performant. Like all the other animatronics have stage shows, and Jackie has the daycare, which I say taking care of a bunch of kids is in a way like an all day performance. Harley Quinnette's main job, other than occasionally being brought in for birthdays, is to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
We are going to get a good grade in capitalism, which is totally normal to want and possible to achieve.
yay! Hold on, wait. The temptation to play the yay sound effect. I cannot defeat the temptation. Oh yeah, I think Harlequinette turns to Jackie, or I guess they already turned to Jackie for that high five. But they transition to a new topic and go, well, with that out of the way, anything you want to do in the prize corner?
You do you want to roll insight?
I feel like there was a joke, and Zen jumped on that joke.
Yeah, yeah. No, if you roll high enough,
20,
it'll basically be
a
that.
natural 20,
Good.
or dirty 20. Sorry, I don't know why I always call it a
Yeah,
natural.
yeah. You you look at her and you can see just from her expression she is trying so hard to hold back on making an extremely flirty joke in response to that. She is using so much restraint she's slightly shaking.
Like I'm about like her mouth is like like a lot like her cheeks are puffed like she's holding in air. Harlequinette
She's
blushes.
trying so hard.
Harlequinette is just like they blush a little bit, think about it like a little bit longer, and then start blushing very deeply.
He didn't even have to say the joke.
Just clown to clown communication. It's basically telepathy.
For real.
I think Harlequinette abruptly turns away and goes, "Well, next to arcade. Yeah, wow, arcade.
My best friend works there.
Oh yeah, we could have an Ajax cameo if we wanted.
We could. We absolutely could.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette, desiring to flee the bright lights of the. I mean, the prize corner is probably not super brightly lit, but I think compared to the arcade, it's more bright. But meanwhile, the arcade is more like neon lights and everything. So I think Harlequinette basically wants to flee to the darkness of the
Yeah.
arcade, hide your blush via
Yeah.
neon lights.
Just like, oh hey, I think Ajax is pinging me, gotta go.
Yeah, arcade time, and then just sort of like shuffle away from Jackie, and then stop and go. You can come with. I mean, we can play arcade games together. Um, uh, yeah, and they just like sprint off.
I think I think Jackie like audibly swallows the joke that she was trying not to say and then goes after them at a more leisurely pace.
Yeah. I think Harley Quinn basically skids into the prize corner. Um, I mean not the prize, the
Okay.
arcade. My brain is goo today. Have you noticed?
Yeah, that's just how it be.
That how it be. Yeah, but they skid into the arcade, and basically start looking around for an arcade machine that they could play with Jackie that hopefully does not um give away their feelings too much. I mean, no dating simulator arcade cabinets, right? Right?
Yeah, they've done the confession already, but they're still not. They're still in denial somehow.
Harlequinette
Really,
being
really
comfortable.
showing off how complex the claim could be.
Harlequinette being comfortable with my feelings. It's less likely than you think.
It's adorable.
So,
Do we want an audience suggestion for what they end up with?
oh, we could. If any audience members have ideas. If not, I'm gonna look up a list of arcade games and just pick. Also, I realize if you wanted Jackie, I mean not Jack, Ajax to show up real quick. Ajax could be on the arcade and notice Harley Quinn's frazzled state.
Yeah, we've got a few minutes before Jackie catches up since she's walking and they were running. So yeah, I think Quinn is still in the blushy panic state, and Ajax looks up from a game he was plugging back in, and then he's just like, "Hey Quinn, what's got you so pink today?"
Uh, uh, nothing. I just decided to try more blush.
Yeah, all over.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
certainly
new
a look.
the newest fashion sensation craze. Um, as a performer, I have to stay on top of those sort of things.
Yeah, I think Ajax purposely going to tease his bestie. He's like, "Oh, really? Should I try it too?" And like makes his mask looks like it's all blushy.
I think Harley Quinn looks at Ajax and then they just like smack a hand gently onto the mask, like, no. Just trying to cover it
Not a
from
good
the
look
world.
for me, huh?
No, yeah, no. Stick to your normal style.
Yeah, he switches back and laughs.
Harley Quinn also.
Seriously though, you good?
Um, uh, well, Ajax, how do you handle feelings?
Ajax looks at them, glances in the direction of the DJ corner, is like, ooh, and looks he like makes that sound while looking back at Quinn, is like, I see.
Like, Harley Quinn says, well, please
Well,
see faster.
hmm.
Jackie will be here in like 3 minutes or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to think of something that's not gonna make you explode.
Harley Quinn will just start shaking Ajax increasingly fast the longer he thinks.
Yeah, he like starts teasing them by making exaggerated sounds. I think eventually he's just gonna say, honestly, feelings are hard to deal with when it's stuff like this. The best you can do is just let it happen, because the more you bottle it up or go into denial, the worse it's gonna get.
Harley Quinn has abruptly stops shaking Ajax, looks at him, and then goes, if I don't bottle this up, I'm going to explode into pink confetti the moment Jackie says a single thing to me. She didn't even make the joke that she probably was thinking of making, and I started blushing like a lobster.
He laughs and he's like, yeah, that's typically how it is at first. Probably how it's going to be a lot for you specifically.
Harley Quinn groans and puts their head in their hands.
Ajax pats their arm and is like, "I believe in you. You got this. If it gets too bad, get a cold drink or something."
I'm a robot, but yeah, sure.
I have seen multiple robots consume things. That's not an excuse.
I know. I just. They just shrug.
Yeah, I think they hear the approaching jingling of bells, and Ajax is like, "Well, good luck," and then skates off, leave them to the sharks.
like they like as Jack skates away, like Harlequinette falls to her knees and reaches out towards him, like, "No, don't leave me here like this." And then they turn as Jackie enters, like doing like their arms pulling, like they're doing Velociraptor hands now.
Just the Michael "Don't leave me here" audio, but it's Ajax "Don't leave me here."
Ajax.
Anyway, yeah, Jackie comes in and sees Quinn sitting despairingly on the floor. He's like, "What happened here?"
um, Betrayal, and they just stand up and casually wipe themselves their legs off from the arcade ground grit or whatever, and just casually turn to look out at all the arcade machines and goes, "I haven't picked out a game yet. Pengu had given us the earlier suggestion of Dance Dance Revolution. I feel like we made a PartyPlex version of that. That was like a D-Jam themed something or other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Um,
Also, it would be funny because of how lanky Quinn is. It would probably look really stupid
it would probably. It's like
because it's built for smaller people.
like I feel like the two security clowns doing it would both look a little funny, but Harley Quinn extra funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Our clowns.
Clowns. Clowns. What should
Uh,
a clown's role?
my, I don't know why, but my brain immediately thought of that. I think it's a TikTok of like the girl absolutely demolishing one of those punching bag arcade games. And the person with her just going like, "Look," you know the one.
I think maybe it's. You think? I've definitely seen something with a punching bag in a TikTok, but
If anyone can find it, we can look at it later. But it's like the girl demolishes the punching bag, and like the other character has like music start playing as they do a montage of doing housewife chores afterwards. It's really funny in context. I love it.
okay. Well, anyway, what should we roll for our Dance Dance Revolution, or how do the clowns decide on Dance Dance Revolution?
Uh, I think honestly, it could just be that Quinn is like scrambling for a game to play, so Jackie can't say anything. And like the first one closest to them that they see is the Dance Dance Revolution one.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Like, Chloe goes, I haven't picked out an arcade game yet. How about that one? And they just randomly point at the dance game.
And she'd be like, sure. And internally she's gonna like, this is gonna look so funny.
Doing nothing to save Harlequinette from their fate.
Yeah. Listen, they are clowns. It is their duty to look stupid and be funny.
Yeah. I'm realizing in this world there's like the internet exists. And do people have smartphones or something equivalent? Or are we still in like the digital camera era? Oh no, we know we have smartphones because of yeah, certain characters have had that. So I'm just imagining the clowns
Yeah, it's Future World City. They have phones.
the clowns doing the dance game, and like some of the customers still around just like whip out their phones and record it. Harley Quinn goes viral without ever knowing it.
Yeah, yeah. They deserve it.
Oh my, I'm sorry. My brain has suddenly gone off topic with this,
Anyway,
but
performance role.
performance role, yes. But my brain is now thinking
What?
about
What?
there's like probably a grainy photo of hair wire somewhere on the internet.
He's like used in creepypastas. It's that grainy and scary of a photo.
Oh, dirty 20.
Hebe. I got an 18.
Somehow the lankier clown is doing better at this. Harlequinette has no bones and thus no limits.
I don't think it's a yeah, I don't think it's a matter of who's more graceful. I think it's a matter of who just scored more points.
Like Harlequinette has just gone into like spider mode like halfway through the thing, just like rapidly moving their limbs to press all the buttons. It's probably slightly demonic looking, frankly.
I think Jackie bursts out laughing the second they start going spider mode, and that distracts her ever so slightly.
And like, okay, you have to. They each have bells. They're moving quickly. Like they're jingle jangling like nobody's business.
Absolutely. There's just a cacophony of jingle bells going off.
Just like clown, clown dance, clown rave.
They would be funny in rave outfits, but either way, Quinn has won this game.
Quinn has won victory. And it's probably feeling more normal now that they've danced away their feelings.
We'll have to remedy that.
I feel like whatever little audience they gain during that, like, claps once they both finish their performance.
And obviously, they've got to do the theatrical bow thing,
Obviously.
right?
Obviously, they both take a bow.
Obviously.
Crows mentions that Ezra is just so confused by the jingle jangles being overheard. Like, it's like that, oh, why can't I remember the name? The meme, where you're hearing, like, the, with the song playing muffled through a wall or door or whatever with the bright lights.
Carol dancing.
Caramel dance, yeah, and
Carol
it's
dancing.
it's like that but
Yeah,
with
Carol
jingles.
dancing. Yeah. Also with the crowd bowing thing, because I think it would be funny. Like someone throws a rose, as in the classic audience thing, and Jackie catches it, looks at it for a split second, and then hands it over to Quinn.
Quinn, who had recovered from the earlier blushing, is no longer recovered from the earlier blushing, but accepts the rose, and pockets it into their hammer space and smiles at Jackie and whoever threw the rose, and then swiftly turns away and starts power walking. Well, that was fun. Um, Great dancing. Good job.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it would be funny if they just end up going across the entire PartyPlex because Quinn keeps trying to run away from their feelings.
Yeah, where to next? We've gone from prize corner to arcade. We can go.
What's the next closest place? Any-
Uh,
Where are we going, folks?
okay, yeah. Give us suggestions, folks. Or in the universe, if it doesn't make sense that these two areas would be connected, we'll just have Nova interfere.
Yeah, Nova is the shipper ever of this place because she is this place and she sees everything. Obviously, she's gotta make it work if things are happening. It's her job.
It's like how a shark smells blood in the water, but Nova smells romance.
But yeah, anyone got anywhere funny they want to suggest us go?
I could also just go to the wiki list of areas in the Partyplex and roll a D whatever.
Yeah.
It's if no one has any suggestions. So we got the laser tag arena, speedway. Yee, okay. Gonna roll a d10. I just wanted to double check how many locations there were.
Mhm.
8. So 8 will be the dance floor. Which I guess makes sense. It is like basically
They got a
smushed into the
single
arcade.
second's worth. Yeah. Yeah, it's right next there, and also they got a single moment of peace after dancing it out, so maybe they're trying it again.
Yeah. Harlequinette walking from a dance game down and around to where D-Jam little dance area is. It just sort of stands there staring at the dance floor like I have literally just walked to an activity that is the same as the other activity.
I I think Jackie will come up behind them and like she will have some pity and is like, "Did you want to visit DJ?
Um
I think we're gonna have to come back later. He's kind of busy right now."
yeah, maybe I was just seeing if Ajax was around, anyway, and I'm gonna roll again, this time I guess a D9.
It would be really funny if we landed on the ice cream parlor at any point.
I that's another
But
8 again. Hold on. One, two, skip that one, skip that one, skip the prize counter. They care!
Jackie's place now.
Like, I feel like this has to be Nova like interfering. Like the clowns walk through a door.
Yeah, yeah, they go off somewhere else aimlessly, and then they end up at the daycare.
Okay, consider Nova just deposits them right into Jackie's room.
That would be really funny and disorienting. Like they walk through a door, they're just heading somewhere, and suddenly they're in Jackie's room, and she's like, "Huh? What?
Like,
What?"
I have a feeling Harlequinette was probably walking them towards like the one of the halls that leads to the main atrium, but instead of going into one of the halls, they just instantly step into Jackie's room, and it takes them a second, and then they just like exchange bewildered glances. Harlequinette peeks back out of the door like, "What the heck have we
Yeah,
remodeled?" And no, it's just the theater out there. So what the hell?
I think Jackie is stuck in a what loop, just saying it over and over and over, and so Quinn snaps her out of it.
Quinn is also having a. Oh, consider. Okay, just the cherry on top. We roll perception and see if the clowns notice a gay banner in the room.
Well, Jackie's stuck in the confusion loop, so I think Quinn should be the only one to have a chance to notice.
Yeah, just Quinn bewildered, looking around, trying to find answers to what the heck just happened. Uh, that would be their perception. Oh yeah, their perception is a scary +9. Uh, 28.
I have a beautiful vision for how they see it.
Yes.
Like their eyes glance over the crack in between the curtains on the balcony leading out into the daycare, and in the distance they see it. Far off in the distance, they see the rainbow colors and the rectangular shape, and they know what it is.
It's like the like their eyes lock on, and it's like in like a horror movie where you like like the like ominous music starts playing as the camera like dolly zooms towards the thing far off in the distance, but it's just the "You Are Gay" banner.
Yeah. The congrats, you're gay banner.
Congroodles, you're gay. Just Harley Quinnet blankly staring at that, eye twitches.
Jackie is still stuck in a confusion loop. Please help her.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think Harley Quinnet slowly reaches and places a hand on her shoulder and goes, "Jackie."
Yeah, she snaps out of it and is like, huh?
"I don't mean to alarm you, but I think we may be under some sort of fey trick or curse or something.
What would we have done to upset the Fae?
We clown too hard? I don't know. There's this. Okay, I'm going to sound insane, but there's this banner that shows up sometimes that has the words "Congratulations, you are gay" on it, and it just shows up out of nowhere, and I can see it out there, and like they point way across. I guess the entire length of the daycare.
Yeah, got too silly and Tatiana got fucking pissed. Uh, yeah, they point out, both clowns look over, it's gone.
Oh my god, we're doing a Phineas and Ferb thing here. I just realized Harley Quinnet is like. Harlequinette is just staring flabbergasted at where it once was and goes, it was there! I swear it was there. The sign was there, and I have a feeling whatever made the sign is the reason we suddenly showed up in your room, and I've seen it before, and I'm not making this up, though I know it sounds crazy, but you just have to believe me. I feel like I should roll persuasion.
Uh, yeah, sure. I was gonna, I was gonna have a joke, but it would be funnier to roll persuasion.
I'm gonna, like, you can make your joke, it's just like, either will or won't be, canon. Here's persuasion is only a
Mm-hmm.
+2. Let's see how this goes. 12.
12. Still, I think there's the gay bonus and also best friend bonus to bump it up a little. So, so I think as they're rambling, Jackie like slowly cups their face to grab their attention. Is like, I believe you unconditionally.
You just have to imagine that Harlequinette blue screens for a second, like makes the what I call the TBH face now, since it's just the wide eyes and the little line mouth. And then they start blushing again. The clowns, they are so gay.
Incredibly gay. But also, it's the best explanation Jackie has for anything that just happened, so why wouldn't she decide to trust Quinn on this?
Yeah. One day maybe the clowns will learn about Nova and they'll both just go, the Fae!
I think they would have to respect it. They are clowns. They respect a good bit.
They respect the bit.
Yeah.
um, I think I'm gonna roll impulse control whiz save for Quinn because Jackie is holding their face, and you know what? Despite their flusteredness, they are also a gay clown. Where is impulse? It's supposed to be impulse control. 8. They have no impulse control in this moment. They're blushing hard, and they go, yeah, you're really pretty.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
I think that makes her blush and like giggle a bit.
I mean, you're a good friend, and I'm glad you believe me. Also, you're touching my face, which is fine. I'm happy with this.
I think I think Jackie interrupts with like a really soft giggle. It's like, I think you're pretty too, Quinn.
They're blushing more now.
Gay.
Yay! I think they kind of like they've like gently reached out and placed like a hand on like Jackie's shoulder. So like on the arm that's reaching out to cup their face, they've like put a hand on her shoulder of that arm. Um, I think they kind of just add quietly. Oh, I do feel like maybe we're playing into the hands of the Fae. Like, uh, I mean, uh, if this is what the Fae wants, boy, are we delivering?
Yeah, that makes her snicker. You really think that's a thing?
I mean,
Fae who desperately want to see clowns being romantic.
okay, how else would you explain sudden building teleportation?
This is Inkwell.
Good point. I mean, it doesn't have to be the Fae, but some force clearly has I mean, the gay banner kind of gives it away. It showed up before when like other people were having romance things, so I think there's just like, oh my god, Crows just made a great point. Like, I think Harlequinette stops dead and then goes, wait, oh my god, oh my god, does Cupid count as a fairy?
What?
Cupid, is Cupid the fae?
I think she pulls back to like laugh. I think she pulls back and laughs a bit. Is the like, I'm pretty sure Cupid counts under a type of angel, actually.
Does it?
I mean, Cupid's a cherubim, right? Or however it's said, and that's a type of angel, isn't it?
I don't know how to classify a weird little baby.
Uh, are you saying you think Cupid is haunting the PartyPlex?
I mean, it's not the most logical explanation, but it. Okay, but some sort of force that likes romance is haunting us. Like, either there's like a poltergeist of a love
As a
guru,
whole or us
or
specifically?
Cupid, or a demon with a lot of free time.
And you think, and she's giggling as hard as me right now, you think that their main goal, like some weird force, has decided their main thing is going to be causing romantic situations in the PartyPlex.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they go elsewhere in the world, but I've noticed them here.
I mean, I don't have a better explanation, so eh.
Exactly. It's not the best explanation, but it's right now the only one I have. Other than that, maybe the building's just weird. Um,
If Quinn had said something along the lines of sentient, I would have frozen up.
no,
The
Quinn just
building's weird.
the building's weird. Not sentient, just weird.
Yeah.
They've seen
Yeah.
so many rubber
Like
balls
for a second
sold at
after they
the. I'm sorry.
like for for a split second after before Quinn said weird, but after they said the building is, there was a moment where Nova was about to send an emergency text to Kestrel, I promise you.
Meanwhile, I was gonna make a joke that Harlequinette has seen so many of the rubber balls sold in the prize corner, like clipped through the floor, that at this point they know like the building is has some weird geometry.
Yeah, true.
Every rubber ball lost to the floor ends up as another rubber ball in a ball pit in the funhouse.
Absolutely.
uh,
Crow said they should hit Hairwire when they fall through the floor.
Excellent idea. Like they hit Hairwire on their way down to the funhouse hell.
Yeah.
Not yeah, he's not there to be hit right
Yeah.
now, but in the past and in the future.
Yeah.
Wait, you know that one like the mini game from Help Wanted 2 where it's like hit Springtrap with balls? It's like that but with hair wire.
uh, with the clowns, I think Jackie's like, so do you want to do anything in here, or do you want to try and go somewhere else?
Want a real insight?
Yeah, that I can do. 14.
I'm gonna say, hey, upon being asked if there's anything in here that they want to do, remember that joke earlier that Jackie was tempted to make but didn't? Harlequinette's making a similar face to Jackie.
I think there was a moment of surprise in her that Quinn would even think that joke. Because she didn't expect it from Quinn. From her, absolutely. From Quinn,
She put
I
it
think
in their
that gets her a
mind.
little flustered.
The clown communication happened. Harlequinette, the joke was still fresh on their mind. They were given an opportunity, but they're also not taking it. Their cheeks are also puffed as they are attempting to keep the joke within.
Yeah, I think it's Jackie's turn to get blushy and look away. He's like, actually, why don't we go see if one of our friends wants to talk? Maybe, perhaps. And she like power walks out the door into the theater.
Once she's left the room, like Harlequinette breathes out in relief, slightly deflating, but as they do so, it makes a kazoo sound again,
Beautiful.
and then it follows her.
Uh, anyone in the audience want to very temporarily talk to the clowns as they are suffering?
I also could just give us an Archie cameo, but
We could. Yeah, they're walking out out of her room, so naturally they are entering the theater.
the theater. We could do Ezra. If you're available and
Could
willing,
do
and it would
it.
be wise of your time.
Yeah. The the only other person in the PartyPlex in a situationship with a night terror is seeing Jackie, who is also in a similar situation.
Yeah, and you
And
may
yeah, you can
unmute.
unmute.
Mhm.
Huzzah, it is I,
Hello,
Crows.
welcome.
Hello. Yes.
Yippee!
Prepare to get
Yippee.
clowned on.
When is Ezra not getting clowned on? Um,
No, but wait, Ezra has the chance to be the one doing the clowning now.
I mean, Ezra does know about the fact um, that Quinn and, I almost said Doll, Quinn and Jackie have, gotten more acquainted, as Quinn said.
Yeah, Quinn's weird way of describing the
Yeah.
the not quite relationship, like the situationship, the nearly
Situationship.
romance.
uh yeah, I imagine like Ezra is probably just moving stuff from uh backstage. I imagine that they sometimes help out in the theater. So
I'm imagining it's like they were heading to the theater when they saw
Yee.
the weird jingle dance,
yeah,
heard the
like
jingle dancing.
I'm not dealing with this today.
And yet the jingle has
Yeah,
materialized.
unfortunately, you are.
yeah, just here's the jingles again. It's like, oh my god, what?
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Yeah,
The
you
sound.
The
turn around
jangle.
and you see a very blushy Jackie storming into the theater.
uh, hey, Jackie, you good?
It's an opposite of the Ajax thing.
The clowns and their emotional support technicians.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you're right. Should
Anyway,
I?
yeah, Jackie's going to be surprised that there's someone so close, but she's happy to see Ezra.
Yeah, I imagine that, like, yeah. Is the entrance from Jackie's room, like, into one of the, into, like, backstage, or just, like, entrance into the house of the theater?
I don't remember. I know it's a poster door, but like as far
Yeah.
as I'm aware, I've been playing it so that it's somewhere in backstage, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of
Um,
like not quite full backstage. If I'm remembering the layout right, it's sort of like you have to go past like the audience rows, and it's sort of like on the path towards backstage.
it's in the wings, then.
Yeah, it's like in the wing that doesn't lead anywhere except to backstage. Because like if you're looking at the stage, left side of the area leads to like concessions and out into the daycare. Right side leads to the path towards backstage and the poster door.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine, like, Ezra's, like, carrying, like, a big box of props or something to put back from probably a recent performance or something. I don't know. Um, and just sees a flustered clown.
A rare sight indeed.
Are you okay?
Yeah, she like pauses and then sees it's Ezra and looks happy to see him despite her flustered state. And is like, "Yeah, I'm totally fine. Do you need help with that?"
Oh, I've got it. Um, you look very excuse me if this is rude, but you look very flustered. Um,
This feels like a good time for Harlequinette to walk out of her room as well.
Yeah, she like
Okay.
she opens her mouth to respond and then Quinn comes out the poster door.
Yeah, Ezra just looks at Jackie, then looks at Quinn, back at Jackie, and just back and forth. Then just looks at Quinn, and it's just like, oh,
Quinn looking at Ezra, just sort of like was like just surprised to see
just an
someone there, and slightly like a single cartoon sweat drop goes down their face.
yeah, just a look of knowingness. Just, I know what you are. Not saying that, but
You have the perfect opportunity to tease them.
impulse
They are
control
all
is
friends. I think Ezra should get the chance. I think Ezra should get the chance to be the teasing one this time.
Yes, and do that
yeah.
impulse control whiz save. It's fun.
Oh my fucking god. Uh, that's a 9. So that's what you meant by
Please
getting more
fail,
acquainted,
please
huh?
fail, please fail.
Yeah, that was a 9. And yeah, Ezra's just like looking at Quinn with this smug little look, and it's like, so that's what you meant by getting more acquainted, huh?
I think Harlequinette is like they just go, they just blush so much they're nearly like just their face is just fully pink now, and they just like slowly duck back into Jackie's room. They're fleeing via the balcony.
Repeat that? MJ, could you repeat
Oh,
that?
I'm saying they've ducked back into Jackie's room, and they're just gonna flee via the balcony.
I think Jackie looks a little confused now, and she's like, "Were were they talking about me to you?"
We were having a conversation and fuck. Okay. Okay. I have to think of words cuz like
Like you could say, have
the
us
re
just say like we were having a conversation and it sort of came up.
yeah. It's not exactly lying, but hmm, okay. Um yeah, we were talking about some stuff and uh you got brought up by them and yeah, just nothing too serious, just yeah.
I see. And she like glances at the poster door and is like, I we're just going around the partyplex hanging out, normal things.
Mhm. Just yeah. Mhm.
I feel like Nova should drop our gay banner, and that's just line of sight. Like a new one that just has like
But
an arrow pointing right at Jackie, like gay.
yeah, was is Ezra in the know? I don't remember.
Remember,
I'm
Ezra is
pretty
the
sure.
warlock.
As of Morzad top
Yeah,
yeah. Uh
yeah.
yeah.
Ezra knows. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Nova has no reason to be conspicuous about it. It just drops down.
I'm gonna to stifle a laugh, would that be performance or
I
deception?
feel this feels more deception
The
vibes.
stuff
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay. Okay, sweet. That is a 22. Um, yeah, just glances behind at it and then it's just like, yeah, going around the partyplex, sure. Have
And
fun
she's
with
like,
that.
"Well, I should probably go catch up with them. Good work with the backstage stuff." And she hurries off.
Yep. Okay. And just under Ezra's breath, just like, those two are so gay. Before going back to work. All right, off to EBDB I go.
Get EB'd, get DB'd.
What?
Every single time someone with gay stuff happening calls someone else gay, my brain goes pot calling the kettle black.
Just at the partyplex, you can pretty much point at
Gay on gay
anyone and say
violence.
gay, and it would be. You would not be wrong, but also you would probably be able to point at yourself and say that.
Yeah, friendly fire. Also, give me a very quick second. I will be right back.
Gay clowns. That is all. Wah 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 wah. I would love to hear a text to speech actually like read
Okay,
that
I'm
out.
back.
Hi, welcome back.
Gay clowns! Yippee!
Gay clowns. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should do one last roll on the where will they show up next list. Uh
Yeah, and then Jackie like forces them to stay in a location and confront things.
Yeah, Harlow. Actually, I'm kind of thinking maybe I would skip the. I kind of feel like I just have a mental image in my brain of basically Harlequinette having taken shelter, like hunkered down beneath a bench in the atrium. Or okay, which would be cute. There's also like the little gift shop near daycare. I don't know what we call it in this universe, but just imagine like Harlequinette has hidden themselves amongst the plushies.
That would also be cute.
I'm gonna flip a
Uh,
coin.
both sound fun, and mm,
No, if you do you have a preference?
no, I do not have a preference. Both are cute.
Oh, cute. Yeah, so I'm gonna say one for bench, two for gift shop hiding. Two. Okay. Yeah. As Jackie exits the theater and goes around, wonderful perception.
Yes.
And I'm gonna roll stealth just to make this a legit challenge.
I got a 12.
Come on, dice parser. Come on, dice parser. You can do it.
Come on, dice
Come
person.
on, dice parser.
We believe in you.
If it doesn't load in the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna say that she catches Harlequinette still wiggling into a hiding spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, you catch out of the corner of you didn't roll high, but you rolled decent enough that you can see a pair of legs trying to wiggle into a giant plushy pile.
I think Jackie sees this. Immediately, the mischief energy begins, and she comes over and like grabs their ankles and yanks them out.
Just surprise jingle. It's like they as they're being yanked out, they twist around and look at who's yanking them and say it's Jackie and they just blush even more and go, I wasn't done hiding yet.
She's like, "You can't start hide and seek without telling me to count
It wasn't hide and seek, it was just
first.
more
That's
like
cheating."
hiding. Not because I don't want to hang out with you,
Yeah,
I
I
just.
think Quinn is like. I think Quinn is currently splayed out on the floor with Jackie like above them
Like, just being like
due to
held
the
like a
whole
rag doll
yanking
by the
thing.
leg.
Yeah, but they're so tall that they are still splayed out on the floor.
Yeah. um,
Yeah, and she squints and she's like, "Why are you hiding from me then, huh?"
I just, well, and like, I feel like they, while still being held by the foot sprawled on the ground, they kind of twist to like do a casual like lean on the ground, like prop their head on their chin, kind of their other hand, like, you know, dribbling their fingers on the ground and thought, like, I was just,
Yeah.
uh, I figured you were just talking to Ezra, so I would just, go on about my day and, test out the robustness of various hiding spots.
Without me?
I figured
Quinn, I'm offended.
what a better test for it than seeing if you could find me without knowing that there was me to be found.
Well, you sucked pretty bad at it this time.
Yeah, I sucked. I I'm gonna like I think Quinn like awkwardly taps her fingers together and kind of looks up at her like with big eyes and just goes, "Okay, I have a confession to make.
Yeah?
I so I don't handle feelings well, I don't think. I mean, I I really like you. I just have get really overwhelmed by how much I like you and I just kind of wanted to tuck myself into a corner so I could maybe calm down, kind
Quinn.
of. Quinn doesn't respond verbally, but they look at Jackie.
That is the cutest thing I have ever heard. What the hell?
That just makes Quinn blush more.
If you needed a moment, you should have just said so, silly.
um. Oh, I was worried. It would. Um. I don't know what I was worried about. That I would embarrass myself. Maybe. I guess.
She she is still in mischief mode, so she like leans down and picks them up and is like, or were you perhaps worried that I'd see a moment of weakness and take it?
Oh, they're blushing, blushing. Like just. I think it's like they basically squeak in response. Like imagine it's like they sort of clasp their hands together as they're being raised up, and they like. Like it's sort of like their mouth goes into like a little like squiggly line, but like they nod and go.
Yeah. And I think she looks around, she's like, typically you're supposed to pay for things at the gift shop when you find what you want, but I think I can do a little bit of crime, and she starts walking out with them.
I was imagining like sling them under her arms like a giant rag doll.
Yeah. Or like over her shoulder.
Yeah. Either way, this is their life now. They give in to the power of
Yeah.
Jackie.
Cute. Yeah, I think at some point they will notice she is walking towards the prize corner again, like where the room is.
I think that they kind of like lift their head up enough to see where they're going. Acknowledge that with like a just sort of like a nod to themselves, really, and then they just go back to being limp. Like I think their assumption is she's just gonna like toss them back in their box,
I
slam dunk them.
I do imagine she is just walking through public in this, like bunches of customers and staff members are just seeing this happen.
I think like Harlequinette waves just enough that people know they're still alive and Jackie isn't dragging around their corpse.
Wonderful. Yeah, like they reach the box, and then she promptly walks past the box towards their back room.
Yeah. At this, the blushing is returning. I think they were kind of like calming down as they were just being carried. Now they're going to their room with Jackie. Wow.
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 there, there's like a beanbag in there, right?
Yeah, there's
I
a bean
remember there
bag.
being
There's like
one.
a large, like non PartyPlex branded teddy bear plushie in there as well. That's sort of big enough to be a makeshift chair.
Yeah. She opens the door into the room, hoists Harlequin up, and then tosses them into the beanbag so they flop down in a sitting position.
Yeah, well, they're now in the beanbag, and it's since it's so low to
Yep.
the ground,
And
it's like their legs are like almost at like their knees are at their head, maybe even above their head.
yeah. And just so that they cannot attempt to run away again, she like pushes their knees down so their legs are down on the floor and sits in their lap. You cannot run from this.
Yeah, I think Harlequinette is just like their brain is blue screening. They're just a blushing mess. They wrap their arms like they like gently wrap their arms kind of around her. Just cause like what else do you do in this situation?
Yeah. Cute. I love them. I think she like leans her head to be under their chin for a moment to like nuzzle up against them before pulling back again. Is like, okay, so we're gonna talk now, and you're not gonna run away.
Right? Yeah. Listening.
I think Jackie is just feeling very silly, so she's like, "So, how have you been feeling while we've been hanging out? Because
Um.
you mentioned you were feeling things."
Is it not obvious?
Yeah, but I want to hear you say it.
I've been feeling very happy and they say this very quickly in a small voice and a little bit romantically flustered. A lot romantically flustered.
Cutie. And yeah, Jackie definitely has that look on her face that is like she is seeing something adorable to her.
I think Harlequinette kind of like looks at Jackie and goes, can is it my turn to ask you how you've been feeling, or
Yeah, trade questions.
so how have you been feeling?
Very, very happy and having a great time being around you today. And also flustered during that moment in our room. My room, not ours. Sorry.
Like I'm calling it using the plural for it. Like Harlequinette flashes and says, "Well, I if we if they like kind of like swallow and then go if we get together, I guess this room and that room will be our rooms."
Yeah, I guess so. That was a legitimate slip of the tongue, but it's amazing that it ended up being a Jackie slip of the tongue too.
Anything can be in character if you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. Then I think Harlequinette kind of gets a bit of a lopsided smile and goes, "That or this room will become like my man cave or something."
Man cave, gender neutral.
Man cave, clown cave.
Clown cave, yes.
Although calling it a clown cave kind of gets back to like seeming like it belongs to both of us, which again I'm fine with, I guess.
Yeah. And Cece, she is also a clown.
She is also a clown.
But yeah, if this became a whatever, that would imply we would be sleeping, recharging in the same area. You know?
Yeah, it would imply that. Really thinks for a moment and then goes, I don't really recharge or sleep a whole lot, but I wouldn't mind the sleeping with, uh, you know, with you in we could be kind of buddies. And then it's like they cringe at their own choice of phrasing. It's like there was no way they could have phrased that without flustering themselves.
She's like, if you wanna, I don't mind, but and then she remembers a certain child who likes to come into the daycare to nap and steal her recharging cords. Like, we might have guests occasionally.
That's all right. I mean, it's a building. It's a, you know, it's I mean, it's like it's not like a private apartment. Of course, there would be people coming through our room sometimes. Like this isn't even like a room that we're in right now. This is just the back room that mostly I go in. But technically, other prize corner employees could go back here and grab something off the shelves. But I kind of make sure that doesn't happen.
I think she like puts on a theatrical voice, is like, "'Tis the burden of an animatronic to not have a private room."
We should really unionize unionize and get our own private apartment funded by the PartyPlex and I don't know, profit.
Unionizing would be funny, but that would mean I'd have to walk to and from that apartment to get to the daycare, which would be a hassle with my schedule.
Okay, consider we buy a clown car.
But it wouldn't really be a proper clown car with just three clowns. That's a waste of potential.
Okay, but
Unless we
with
figure out how to cram our friends inside too.
okay, you have to imagine with me the apartment I'm talking about is has to be like newly constructed for animatronics, and all of us live there together, and all of us go to work together in the clown car.
Even DJ?
Of course, DJM. That's the funniest possible person to put in a small car.
True. Just just imagine the staff's faces when we all get out and then giant hand come reaching out of the clown car.
We might really have to uh make advancements in clown car technology to make that work, but it would be funny.
It would be funny.
I like to imagine this conversation they're having right now is basically the
Unfortunately.
clown equivalent of wedding
Yeah.
planning.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So let's imagine our domestic life together.
They don't even realize they're doing it. The sillies.
The silliest
And
of
she's
all
like,
time.
if we get an apartment, would it Would it be like Cece would probably want her own, but for us, would it be like split down the middle,
Mm,
aesthetics wise?
probably. Would we draw a single line in the middle? We could make it a squiggly line and try and work around each other.
That would be funny. Ooh, what if it was like a weird squiggly line that goes across all the walls and the ceiling and everything, and we have to like sort of Tetris our stuff?
That's what I was thinking. A squiggly line, like not just a squiggly line down the center, like a squiggly line that travels.
Yeah, that would be very funny to play with.
I would call dibs on the majority of the ceiling, though.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't have my wire in there, so I wouldn't have much of a reason to be up there.
Meanwhile, I like to crawl around like a demented spider.
And I love that about you.
Harlequinette like blushes again. This time, maybe in a slightly more joking manner, like, "Aw, shucks," you know?
They are so cute. I need to bite them like squeaky toys.
I have a feeling Jackie is thinking that as well.
Yeah, like she is glancing at Quinn's arms occasionally in a way that would imply, yes, she wants to bite them.
Like, I, I might roll perception to see if Harlequinette. Would it be perception, you think, or insight to pick that up?
Either, whichever one works. It's just that I wonder how I taste meme.
I think I'll do insight since it's to see something about another person. A 14.
Yeah, I think you know Jackie well enough that you know when she is getting cuteness aggression or wants to bite something.
I think Harlequinette gets a little like. Once again, their mouth line goes a little wobbly, and they get a little blushy, and more of less of an aw shucks way, and more of a actual flustered way. It goes, hold on, I'm doing an R whiz save of impulse control. So,
Every single time someone does a whiz save of impulse control, I go fail, fail, fail.
and it has failed. 7. I think.
Yeah.
Harlequinette blushes and looks towards the wall and goes, you could nibble a little. I mean, like
It
they
is too
just
late to backpedal as she is looking at you with wide eyes.
they've just like slapped a hand over their mouth and is just looking at her.
She she is very obviously like scanning over you to see what the most satisfying point to bite would be.
I think
You've said it. You can't take it back now.
can't take him back. Like Harlequinette is like going for their mind. Like, do I let her chew on my arm like a chew toy, or and then like they look at their hat, just like they offer her one of the prongs. It's,
Yeah. She like chomps down on one of the wider parts of it. Like immediately, no hesitation. Also close in the chat with "You are more of a freak than Ezra."
Harlequinette can be a little bit of a freak as a treat. Like how Jackie can have a little nibble
Yeah,
as a treat.
I, I do think it's funny how there are two situationships with the Night Terror, and in one the Night Terror is the biter, and in the other the normal one is the biter.
I don't think Jackie counts as a normal one.
Normal as in she's not a Night Terror.
Yeah.
Normal with a billion quotation marks.
Normal in a way.
In a sense.
In a sense. I'm just like imagining, like, okay, like, we have to imagine now, like, Harlequinette is sitting on a beanbag, Jackie is in their lap, Harlequinette, like, has their hands politely, like, kind of like, their arms around her, but their hands politely clasped together, and she's just, like, gnawing on their hat like a feral little goblin.
Yeah. Like, both sides of her face have been activated for maximum bite action.
Like, Harlequinette is.
Anyone looking at the security cameras right now is gonna be so confused.
Oh, I have a feeling Harlequinette disabled the camera in the back storage room. They're like, someone watching me? Hell no.
It would have been funny, but true. Uh, Kevin,
Hi Zen,
you
welcome
missed
back.
something.
Uh, yeah, Jackie is now using Quinn's hat as a squeaky toy.
The clowns are being freak. Yeah. They're
is okay
clowns.
with
They're
this.
weird. What did you expect?
I'm not sure, like, I love how it's like during this whole entire conversation, they have not moved their relationship forward into like any official like quantifier, but they have discussed having an apartment together, having a car, being cuddle buddies, and letting one chew on the other.
Yeah. That's just how the clowns are. I would love if Quinn was making squeaky toy noises every time Jackie bit down.
I think for the bit, like each time, like there is like a faint little like noise. It's not like a true squeaky toy noise since their hat isn't a squeaky toy, but it's like kind of like a cartoon. Squeak, squeak, squeak,
Yeah, good. They can't judge Ezra for anything now. Flesh J.
That's why like their hand is politely clasped. Their face is like very polite at the current moment. They're contemplating their life, and in the back of their mind is sort of like maybe I'm not that different from Hairwire and Ezra. Don't know how to feel about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if the biting thing has happened before,
Probably, I
because
feel
they're
like
just like that.
Jackie's just like I feel like Jackie nibbles friends.
Yeah, Jackie is absolutely the type to lovingly nibble on her friends, and Quinn happens to be harder to tear through, so she has to hold back less. She can be a little bit more bitey with Quinn than other people.
Well, I have a feeling they're actually on the easier to tear through scale. Like they're plush, while the rest of the animatronics are like plastic. Like if she like latched
True.
on and shook her head like a dog, that she could probably tear off one of their hat sides. Like,
Yep.
and
She wouldn't do that. I think it's more so just Quinn is one of the few who is like fine with her doing this.
yeah, like Harlequinette, they're related to Trick. You gotta be used to someone biting you if you're related to Trick.
Yeah, and they're squishy.
They're
More
squishy.
satisfying to bite.
It's like I think if you bit down on their hat hard enough, like you could probably run into one of like the. I don't know how to like this like okay, they're an animatronic now. I figure their hat has bones, but not like human bones, but like support beams. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Support beams that lets their hat like rise and fall a little bit for expressions.
Yeah. She's always careful not to bite hard enough to reach those. She doesn't want to hurt them.
Yeah,
It's just a love nibble.
just a love nibble. Also, to answer the question in chat, does Trick bite Luke? I don't think Trick bites Luke. I think Luke is a human flesh person, and also has been through enough wear and tear. Trick does not bite Luke. Trick does, however, have years under her belt of being with the Night Terrors, being a feral little beastie, and she probably has bitten at least all the other Night Terrors at least once. She has bitten Hairwire the most. I know that for a fact.
Good. Good. Yeah, there's a couple different people in the Plex who would affection bite, just like her. But yeah, I think Jackie gets a good 2 or 3 chomps in before letting go.
I was imagining like her spamming chomps, like nibble nibble chomp chomp, nibble nibble chomp chomp.
No, yeah, that would also be funny.
Either one
It
works,
would
but
also be funny.
eventually she lets go without doing like an alligator death roll on Quinn.
She's not Archie.
I think Quinn kind of looks at her and says, you have fun?
I think she just nods and then leans forward to nuzzle into Quinn for a moment.
Quinn is still kind of blushy, and I think they decide to finally like kind of like lay down a bit, you know. Like I feel like in my mind, like their bear is like next to like kind of behind the beanbag between it and the wall, so they start leaning on the bear to lounge.
Mm. And Jackie ends up laying down with them because she was leaning forward to nuzzle.
Yep. And I think Harlequinette is just sort of like, well, do you have to get back to work soon at all, or?
No, good for a while.
Yeah, and one of the other employees can fill in at the counter. Oh,
Yeah, you do most of the work there. You can take a break sometimes.
yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
I think they kind of like have like absent-mindedly like kind of started playing with a little bit of her hair.
Oh, cute.
I really enjoy spending time with you. I'm glad you stopped by today, even if I feel like I've been more pink than white today.
I think you're cute either way.
They like giggle a little bit at that.
But yeah, I like hanging out with you too.
They smile at her and then um I think they kind of blush and then go like look at her shyly, uh, with a little mischief in their gaze, and go, "So, is there anything you would like to do?"
She grips their arms slightly, like looking at them like you were setting up for a joke you know will make both of us explode.
Yeah, they basically just like they like knew they were like pulling the pin out of a grenade of that one, but the rule of three and the rule of funny.
Yeah. Uh, Rule of funny. Do we want Jackie to actually say something this time?
I kind of feel like it would be funny for her to just like grasp Quinn and then just like smooch their face, and then we basically iris out on, I don't know, a bunch of hearts spilling out or something, like heart iris sort
That
of
would
thing.
be great. Yeah, like they set up the joke, and while she doesn't verbally answer, she does just grasp their face all of a sudden and then smooch attack.
Smooch attack. It's sort of like later on, like epilogue, like they both just walk out of the prize corner back room, and Quinn is just covered in like black and white kiss marks.
Yeah. And Jackie looks very proud of herself and does not have anything on her face because Quinn didn't have any lipstick on.
They are just so cutie.
They are so cutie. I love them. That
Well,
was fun.
that was fun. Thank you for joining me for today's FPS Clown to Clown communication, and thank you, listeners, for tuning in, both those with us here live and in the future.
Maybe. Goodbye.
Bye!